Hello, so in this video we will solve this problem. Given an array of integers, calculate the fraction of its elements that are positive, negative and are 0. Print the decimal value of each fraction on a new line. So what they want us to do is count the number of positive elements, negative elements and 0, and then just give a ratio to the total number of elements in an array. That is, for example, in this array there are two positive numbers, two negative numbers and one 0. So for the two positive numbers, ratio would be 2 by 5, and same as for the negative numbers, 2 by 5, and for 0 there is 1 0, so ratio would be 1 by 5, as 5 is number of elements in an array. Here R is an array of integers. This is the sample input. 6 is number of elements in an array, and these are array elements. For this there are 3 positive numbers, that is 3, 4 and 1, and 2 negative numbers, 4 and -9 and 1 0. So accordingly these are the sample outputs or the ratios. For positive 0.5, for negative 0.3 and for 0 0.166. So we will solve this problem. So we'll take double positive count, negative count and 0 count. So we need a for loop. Int I equal to 0, I less than number of elements in array, that is arr count, I plus plus. So here we need an if else loop, if else condition. If arr of I is equal to 0, then increment 0 count. Else we need a nested if else loop. Else if arr of I is greater than 0, it will be a positive number, so arr, so we need to increment p count, positive number count, plus plus. And if arr of I is less than 0, so it will be a negative number, so we will increment negative count, plus plus. We also need to initialize these variables by 0, or else it will give us garbage value. So by this for loop we will count the number of positive elements, negative elements and zeros. So what we need to do is find its ratio. So we need another variables to count its ratios. P ratio, N ratio and Z ratio, that is positive number ratio, negative number ratio and zero ratio. So P ratio is equal to P count divided by arr of count, which is number of elements in an array. N ratio would be N count divided by arr count, and Z ratio would be same, Z count divided by error of count. So we have successfully applied our logic for this problem. We just need to print them. So it is a double type of data type, so we will print it using %f comma p ratio. Also need to enter a /n, so it will print on next line. Same for the negative ratio also. Same for the 0. So our logic is completed. We'll run this code. So I've mistakenly given a bracket on the wrong side. We will complete this for loop here only. We just need a for loop for these to count the number of positive numbers, negative numbers and zeros. After that we don't need a bracket. This will be out of for loop. We will run our code. So sample test cases are passed. So we'll submit our code. Test cases are running. It is taking a bit of time because my internet is quite slow. So all the test cases are passed. So our code is perfectly fine and working perfectly. So if you want more videos on HackerRank problem, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.